Welcome to the JJ's Declutter podcast, where we tackle the mess and stress to make space for what truly matters. I'm Janis, here with Julie, and together we're sharing our best tips, tricks, and a little humor to help you declutter your home, mind, and life. Whether it's procrastination or piles of stuff, we're here to help you make real progress. Let's dive in.
Well, welcome back to the JJ's Declutter podcast. I'm Julie.
And I'm Janis.
Today, we're talking about something that doesn't get nearly enough attention in the decluttering world. We're talking about your car, that rolling storage unit that you drive around every single day, the place where receipts go to die, where French fries go to fossilize, and reusable shopping bags multiply like rabbits.
Oh, the reusable shopping bags. And most everybody has them nowadays because you either pay for paper or you bring your own. So we will talk about those. But first, let's be honest. How many of you are listening to this right now in your car, surrounded by evidence of every errand you've run in the last 3 months? Coffee cups in the cup holders, receipts stuffed in the door pocket, mystery crumbs on the seat, and at least one toy that's been rolling around in the back for so long you've forgotten whose kid it belongs to.
We see you. We are you. Our cars get cluttered too. And with summer here, with road trip season upon us, now's the perfect time to tackle that car clutter. Because here's the truth, clean car isn't just about aesthetics. It's about safety. It's about visibility. It's about having the proper tools for whatever weather you're going to be driving through.
So today we're going to give you a simple system for keeping your car decluttered on a weekly basis, plus a deep seasonal clean to get you ready for road trips. And we're going to keep it fun because car cleaning doesn't have to be this terrible chore. It can actually be pretty satisfying when you know what you're doing.
So, all right. Let's start by talking about why cars get so cluttered in the first place. Your car is basically a mobile transition zone. You're constantly moving between home, work, the grocery store, kids' activities, appointments. Your car is where all that movement happens. And every time you transition, you leave evidence behind.
Receipts from the gas station that you shove in the door pocket just in case. The fast food bag from the drive-through dinner that you swear you'll throw away when you get home, but then you forget. The kids' toys that get tossed in the backseat to keep them entertained. The reusable shopping bags that you bring to the store but then leave in the car, and now you have 14 of them rolling around in your trunk.
The water bottles. Oh my gosh. You stop at the gas station, you grab a water, you finish half of it, and you leave it in the cup holder. And then the next day, you do it again. And before you know it, you've got 6 half-empty water bottles creating their own ecosystem in the back seat.
And here's what makes car clutter particularly sneaky. You stop seeing it. You get in your car every day, you see the same mess, and your brain just filters it out. It becomes background noise, also known as clutter blindness, until someone asks for a ride and then you suddenly see your car through their eyes and you're mortified.
Or until you're packing for a road trip and you realize you can't actually fit the luggage in the trunk because it's full of emergency supplies you packed 3 years ago. Winter gear, even though it's summer, and approximately 42 reusable shopping bags.
Before we get into the how-to, we need to talk about why this actually matters beyond just looking nice. A cluttered car is a safety hazard. I'm not being dramatic. It really is. Items rolling around on your floor can get under your brake pedal. Items on your dashboard can become projectiles in a sudden stop. Items blocking your windows reduce visibility.
Visibility is huge, especially when you're preparing for a road trip. If your back window is blocked by stuff piled on the back shelf, you can't see what's like behind you properly. If your windshield is dirty and you're driving into the sun, you literally can't see where you're going. If your mirrors are grimy, you're missing important visual information about what's happening around you.
Plus, if you're road tripping through different weather conditions, rain, snow, fog, bright sun, you need the proper tools accessible. Windshield wiper fluid that actually works. Wipers that aren't 8 years old and smearing instead of cleaning. A good windshield scrubber for bugs on long highway drives.
By the way, is one of our favorite road trip tools. Those windshield wash squeegees that have the scrubby sponge on one side. You know, the ones like they have at gas stations. Get one of those for your car. That's yours. Keep it in your trunk. And when you stop for gas on a road trip and your windshield is covered in bug guts, you can actually clean it properly instead of just spreading the mess around. I also used to bring just a scrubby hand sponge like you would use in the kitchen, that looks like the ones that are on those squeegees, but it's just the sponge part. And I put it in a Tupperware with just like 2 drops of dish soap and some water. And that is in the car so that if we are in between gas stations and stuff, if you have ever driven through farmers areas in summer at sundown, you know, you may have to stop and just clean off your windshield every half mile for a while. So that's why we do that.
Your car is also where you might need to access emergency supplies quickly. You can't find your first aid kit because it's buried under 3 seasons worth of forgotten jackets. That's a problem. If your jumper cables are tangled up with beach toys and Christmas shopping bags, that's a problem. Safety requires organization.
All right. So let's talk about prevention first. The best way to keep your car from becoming a disaster zone is to do a weekly decluttering dozen, 12 minutes once a week to reset your car before it gets out of control.
Here's how it works. Pick one day a week, maybe Sunday evening before the new week starts, maybe Friday afternoon after work, and commit to 12 minutes of car maintenance. Set your timer on your phone, 12 minutes. That's it.
Trash. Grab a garbage bag and walk around your car collecting obvious trash. Fast food bags, receipts that you don't need, old coffee cups, empty water bottles, gum wrappers, that napkin that's been in the door pocket for 3 months. Just grab it all and toss it.
Then deal with the items that don't belong in the car at all. The library books that need to go back in the house. The jacket that should be in your closet. The toys that should be in the kids' room. The Amazon package you picked up 3 days ago and haven't brought inside yet. Gather it all up and take it where it actually belongs.
Next, organize what does belong in the car. Put the reusable shopping bags in one designated spot, maybe a bin in the trunk, maybe hanging on a hook, but one spot so that they're not scattered everywhere. Make sure your emergency kit is where it should be and accessible. Check that you have what you need: an ice scraper in winter, sunshade in summer, first aid kit year round. Double check that you have a copy of a key hidden. And I highly recommend investing in it's a halo bolt is what it's called. And it is it's about 10 by 4 by 3, something like that. And 10 by 6 by 3. Anyway, you can jump your car yourself. You can also charge your phone and you can plug in an actual 3-prong lamp kind of thing. But being able to jump your car yourself in the middle of nowhere is amazing. And you can help people too. It takes me literally, and I am not a mechanic, it takes me about 15 seconds to start my car or jump my car all by myself. And so the one that we have is called a halo bolt.
And finally, do a quick wipe down. If you've got a few minutes left on your timer, grab a microfiber cloth or some cleaning wipes and quickly wipe down your dashboard, your console, your door handles. You're not doing a deep clean here. You're just keeping things fresh.
12 minutes once a week. That's all it takes to keep your car from becoming a mobile trash heap. And here's the beautiful thing. When you do this weekly, it actually takes less than 12 minutes because you're not letting the mess accumulate. So you're just maintaining, and that can be a very short amount of time.
Now, the weekly decluttering dozen keeps your car livable, but a few times a year we recommend seasonally. So, 4 times a year, you want to do a deeper clean. This is especially important before a road trip because you're going to be spending a lot of time in the car.
The seasonal deep clean is when you actually vacuum, you wash the windows properly, wipe down all the surfaces, and go through everything in your trunk and glove compartment. This isn't a 12-minute job. This is more like a maybe even an hour. Could be two if it's got really, really, really bad. So
Start by completely emptying the car. And I mean completely. Take out the floor mats, take out the car seats if you have kids, pull everything out of the trunk, the glove compartment, the door pockets, under the seats, everything. You want to see your car completely empty.
this is when you'll discover things you forgot existed. The sunglasses you thought you lost 6 months ago, 17 cents in change that's been living under the seat, that one French fry that's been slowly turning into a fossil, a sippy cup that rolled under the seat and now contains a science experiment that you don't want to investigate too closely. It's okay to throw that sippy cup away. It's okay.
Once everything's out, vacuum thoroughly. Get all the crumbs, the dirt, the debris, the dog hair that's been accumulating. Vacuum the seats, the floor, the trunk, between the seats, all of it. If you have fabric seats and they're stained, this is when you treat them. If you have leather, this is when you condition it.
I want to tackle the windows. This is crucial for safety, obviously, and especially for road trips. You want to use proper glass cleaner and clean microfiber cloths, not paper towels, because they leave streaks. Um, Clean the inside and outside of all your windows and mirrors. You want crystal clear visibility, especially if you're going to be driving long distances or in challenging weather. I just wanted to remind people that Janis and I both firmly believe in washing windows with the Norwex window cloth. It's just water, and that I use that on the inside. On the outside of the car windows, I might use something that has a little more detergent in it. But
It makes it really easy to clean your windows too when you're on the road because we all have some sort of water in the car. So you just wet the cloth and wipe it down.
yep.
Clean your dashboard and console properly. Take the time to get into the little crevices with a small brush or cotton wands or even toothpicks. Wipe down the steering wheel, the gear shift, the door handles, all the spots you touch regularly. And you know one else, the starter button. My daughter got in the car and said, "Ooh, Dad's been in this car because there's a dirt ring around the starter button." I I
I'm
I
I'm
call
not
him
laughing at
Pighead.
him.
So these areas get grimy from hand oils and they need actual cleaning, not just a quick wipe.
Alrighty. Well, here's something people forget. Clean your cup holders. Like actually take them out if they're removable and wash them in the sink, or use a small brush to get all that sticky residue out. I've also seen people use that slime gooey stuff.
Yeah, I've
So, and
used
you
that.
can make that, you can make it yourself too, I guess. But cup holders get disgusting and nobody thinks about them until they're so gross you can't use them anymore.
Now let's talk about what actually belongs in your car and what doesn't. Because part of the problem is that people don't have clear categories. So everything just lives in the car indefinitely. It's sort of like that moving closet. So we're going to break this down into 5 categories.
Category 1, emergency kit items. These should stay in your car permanently. Your first aid kit, jumper cables, flashlight, or the jumper battery thing, flashlight with working batteries, basic tools, emergency contact information, maybe a blanket. These live in your trunk and you check them seasonally to make sure that everything's still good.
Category 2, seasonal items. These change based on the weather. In winter, you need an ice scraper, maybe sand or kitty litter for traction if you get stuck, a snow brush if you live where there's snow. I don't live where there's snow, so I have none of those things in my car. In summer, you need sunshade for the windshield, maybe extra bottles of water, sunscreen, and when the season changes, you swap these out.
Category 3, everyday items. These are things that genuinely need to be in your car because you use them regularly. Reusable shopping bags, but a reasonable number, not 85 of them. Maybe a phone charger. If you have kids, maybe a small bag with emergency entertainment or snacks. But this category should be small and everything should have a designated spot.
Category 4, trash. This is obvious, but worth saying. Trash does not live in your car, not even for a day. When you get out of your car, you take the trash with you. Every single time. The coffee cup, the receipt, the wrapper, all of it. Don't let it accumulate.
Category 5, items that migrated from home. These don't belong in your car at all. The jacket you wore yesterday, the library books, the Amazon delivery, the toy your kid brought along for the ride. These need to go back inside. They're just passing through.
All right. So you've been doing your weekly decluttering dozen. You've done a seasonal deep clean. Now you're getting ready for a road trip. What else do you need to do to prepare that car?
Well, first, you want to check all your fluids about a week before you leave. Oil, coolant, windshield washer, the brake fluid. Make sure everything's topped off. If you're going to be driving through different climates or elevations, this is especially important. And make sure your windshield washer fluid is full because you're going to use a lot of it dealing with bugs on highway driving.
Second, check your tire pressure and your spare tire. Nothing ruins a road trip faster than a flat tire and realizing your spare is also flat because you haven't checked it in 3 years. Make sure you know where your jack is and that you actually have all the pieces.
Yep, that's my road trip story of having a tire blow out in 110-degree heat
Ooh.
in the middle of no flipping where. And my spare did not have enough air in it. So yeah, that's something to keep checking. So that was a very hot day. So third, test all your lights, headlights, tail lights, brake lights, turn signals. Ask someone to stand behind your car while you test them, or back up to a wall and check the reflection. You want everything working before you're 6 hours from home in the dark.
Fourth, get that windshield scrubber with the scrubby sponge we mentioned earlier and put it in your trunk. On a long road trip, your windshield is going to accumulate bugs, especially if you're driving through rural areas at dusk. Being able to properly clean it at every gas stop makes a huge difference in visibility.
Fifth, organize your road trip supplies logically. Keep snacks accessible in the front. Keep entertainment for the kids in the back. Keep emergency supplies in the trunk, but make sure you can get to them without unloading all the luggage. Think about what you might need to access while driving versus what can stay packed away.
And sixth, plan for trash on the trip. Bring a small bag or container that you designate as the trash receptacle. Every time you stop, empty it. Don't let the trash pile up for the entire trip because by day 3, your car will smell like a dumpster and everyone will be miserable.
So before we wrap up, I want to emphasize one more time how important visibility is, especially for road trips. This is literally a safety issue. Before you leave on any trip, do what we call the visibility check.
Sit in the driver's seat and look around. Can you see clearly out of every window? Is anything blocking your view? Are your mirrors positioned correctly and clean? Is your windshield free of cracks and clean inside and out? Can you see your dashboard displays clearly?
Yeah. If you're wearing your sunglasses, check visibility with those on too, because you'll probably be wearing them while driving. Make sure your windshield isn't so dirty that it creates glare when the sun hits it. Make sure your rear view mirror isn't obscured isn't covered by air fresheners or hanging decorations.
Yeah, my daughter had something hang and it irritated the heck out of me. I took it off the minute she left for a 2-week trip and I was driving her car. And it just bugged me. It was like it
Yeah.
was distracting.
Well, and
And
people with their disability stickers, it is against the law to drive with those up.
oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
I have almost been killed probably 4 or 5 times walking to the store, going across the actual crosswalk that has lights flashing. And it's the people that have disability stickers that they don't see you because it is blocking a huge amount of visible space. So please, if you have a disability sticker, do not have it hanging while you're driving. Okay, I'm off my
And
soapbox.
check your blind spots. Adjust your side mirrors properly. You should be able to see the lane next to you with just a slight glance, not a full head turn. Make sure nothing in your car is blocking those critical sight lines. Your passenger's winter coat piled on the back shelf, that's blocking your rear view. Move it.
It might seem overly cautious, but when you're driving long distances, when you're tired, when you're in unfamiliar areas, when the weather changes unexpectedly, that's when visibility really becomes critical. And it's so easy to fix before you leave. So clean your windows, and clear sight lines could literally save your life.
One last thing we need to talk about, what to do when you get home from the road trip, because this is where a lot of people fail. They unload the suitcases, they're exhausted, and all the road trip debris just lives in the car for 3 weeks until they can't stand it anymore.
Here's what you do. As soon as you get home, and I know you're tired, but trust me on this, spend 10 minutes doing an immediate unload. Just get everything out of the car, the luggage, the cooler, the trash, the toys, the snacks, everything. Don't leave it for tomorrow. Just get it all out.
Then do a quick trash sweep and wipe down. You don't have to do a full deep clean, but grab all the obvious trash, wipe down the surfaces that got sticky or dirty, and shake out the floor mats. 10 minutes of effort right when you get home saves you from living with a disaster car for weeks.
And then within a day or two, do a proper post-trip clean. Vacuum, wash the windows, organize your trunk, put away the road trip supplies you don't need anymore. Reset your car back to its normal state. Because if you don't, that road trip mess becomes the new normal and it just gets worse from there.
All right, declutterers, here's your action plan. First, start doing a weekly decluttering dozen for your car. Pick a day, set a timer for 12 minutes, and just maintain it weekly. Trash out, misplaced items back where they belong, quick organization, maybe a fast wipe down.
Second, schedule a seasonal deep clean. Empty the car completely, vacuum thoroughly, clean all the windows and mirrors, wipe down every surface. Do this 4 times a year. We probably do ours 2 to 3, but we do it when it's needed too. So, but definitely before any major road trip.
Third, if you're planning a road trip, do the full preparation. Check fluids, check tires, test lights, get a windshield scrubber, organize your supplies logically, and do a visibility check before you leave.
When you get home from the trip, unload immediately and do a reset within a day or 2. Don't let road trip debris become permanent car residents.
Remember, a clean car isn't just about looking nice. It's about safety. It's about being able to see clearly. It's about having the right tools when you need them. It's about enjoying your drive instead of feeling stressed in a cluttered space.
Your car is an extension of your home. You wouldn't leave trash piled up in your living room for weeks, hopefully. Don't do it in your car either. Small efforts weekly, keep it manageable. And then when road trip season comes, you're ready to go with clean, safe, organized vehicle.
Until next time, keep it simple.
Keep it intentional. And as
always, keep
decluttering.
and happy
So
road
good.
tripping.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us on the JJ's Declutter podcast. If you're ready to keep simplifying, follow us for more tips and join our Facebook community to share your wins and challenges. Subscribe here because it's always more fun to declutter with friends. And thanks in advance for leaving us a review.